Good evening. It's time to start Chapter 4 of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Turnabout Succession. And that's the whole truth of this case. Okay. The heck? Whoa. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of those last 7 long years. Oh, back to this. Back in Chapter 1. Are we gonna come full circle? Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. And now you stand ready to begin the final chapter of the story. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. So I guess it does come full circle now. October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Hey Apollo, look on TV. Look! Yeah, I'm kinda busy. Whoa, look at that! He's the last Grammary, alright. Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this! Ow! What? I was writing about her last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamarod disappeared. Oh, Jenny Wakeman, thank you for the follow. That's right, Uncle Valen did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. Suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. Yeah, where has Phoenix been? What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum. Again? Hey, that's where the Gaveniers concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troupe Grammary is performing for the first time in 7 years. That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too. The legendary Grammaries. If Trucy's real father was still alive. Right, he was part of them too. He'd be on that stage performing miracles. I got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Ah, you are here. Working hard or hardly working? Oh, there's... Hey, how you been? There's Drip Phoenix. Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of green I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you. Yay, pudding! I love pudding! Oh, it's farm fresh! And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself. Well, I'm beat. That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know. How right you are. So you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you anyway. Huh? With me? Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Can't I just be a defense attorney? To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me. You've heard of the Juris System, yes? The Juris System? That's right. The new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo? Huh? Maybe. Maybe not as many people are talking about as I thought. The Juris System, huh? Okay. Guess we'll have to ask him about it. So, Daddy, what's this Juris System thing? Like a jury system? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? Do they in this universe? Because I haven't seen one yet. I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo? Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. Well, it sure sounds better than just leaving it up to the judge to decide guilt or innocence. They're calling the new system the Juris System. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. Ah, and there will be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo. Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy. And Mascot Apollo, the perfect team. Mascot, hey! So what's the secret mission? The Juris System is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurors. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping? How? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Juris System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurors candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job! Ouch. I was never that good at piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True. The case is a murder. Oh, well, gee. Nothing too serious. That's not simple at all. By simple, did you mean that the defendant is... guilty? Yes, most likely. So good luck, Paula. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. What? Recall I said it had something to do with you? Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway, no sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst-case scenario. You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial. All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. Whoa, hey now! The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Huh? Something that happened last night. What? Okay, we gotta hear more about this. Alright, so what case are you gonna use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do. I mean, I'm gonna be defending, aren't I? If all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We want everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that, anyway? Well, mine. Committee chair, remember? Oh. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Good, that's better. But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case. What? Then how am I supposed to defend? Let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo? If I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I sure hope so. Alright. I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Well, time's a-wasting. Yeah, well, since we haven't asked about this yet. Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission. But what about this? The Troop Gramarye Grand Magic Show. Huh? Oh, right, the card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse! So what, that's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go today! We can say hi to Uncle Valen. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right. Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow regardless. I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. Yippee, now you can take me to the Coliseum. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Ah, Gramarye, that reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Gramarye seal? Consider a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks, it's great, but today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. Then it's a Recycle Your Plastics present. Swell. Yippee, so it's plastic! I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it, Daddy? No. You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Well, why didn't you just hold on to it yourself, then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. An envelope about the Grammarys, huh? Hmm. Give me a sec. Do not open till the time is right. Oh, looky here. A handwritten signature. I can't read it. That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it? Well, have you seen very many signatures? Isn't it enough if you can read your own? Oh, I never thought of it that way. Look at the ticket. Are you ready, Apollo? Ready for what? For what? For the Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show. It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything. What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on up on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one. Huh? You mean I can't go in this? No. Doesn't get more straightforward than that. Alright. Let's meet this this client first. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain. I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter," and they're standing right behind you? Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Huh? What? Was she hiding? Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, please, have a seat. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right. Okay. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. Way to go, Trucy. She passed out. Ms. Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Nice introduction there. And tell me, what's your sign? Are you hitting on your client, Apollo? I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. Yeah, she's got what looks like a 1,000-yard stare, and she's not even talking to us. So what's your name? Oh, right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. This is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo. Huh? Talk to the hand? Look, she's doing her nails. Is that what that means? What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me. Huh? She speaks? Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. And this is the love letter we pass from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card with a name and address. The name is Vera Mism. The address is for Drew's studio. And you're giving me this card because... That's all we're getting out of her? Looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out. Looks like something happened here. Oh yeah, I see the outline there. This looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah, it looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking. Huh, Apollo, look at this one. Looks half-finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That's odd. All the paintings have a really different style, too. Oh, I thought I might find you two here. Who's this? Oh, it's Emma. Emma, long time no see. Oh? It seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow. I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Mism. Mism? And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning's a common way to get the job done, when the murderer's a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over there, with my snackoos. We can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around. Which means we better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. Anything we can say to her. So this, Drew Missum was some kind of artist? Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth. Oh? Well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. So, it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Missum. Hadn't shown his face to anyone till the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he put in that letterbox over there. Letters? Do people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Missum. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer. The suspect, please. He took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Missum's and Vera's, basically. Basically. Actually, last night, Mr. Missum gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? So this woman, Vera. She's Mr. Missum's daughter, right? Yep. A real sickly girl, ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. Kind of. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Is it that book she was holding? Apparently she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. So about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean? It means see for yourself, I think. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into this studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview? At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview. Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Missum when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone's suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Missum's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Yeah, me too. Hey, look. What do we have here? Looks like a person thinking about something. Maybe they're worried. Like, what should I have for supper? A hot dog or a hamburger? You know, I've always wondered about that. Why is there supper and dinner? Are they different meals or the same thing? Maybe that's what this person's thinking about. Is that a pufferfish? Apollo, that's clearly a porcupine fish. They're not the same thing? You know what gets me? They've got all those needles, right? But what's protecting that soft spot on the lower belly there? Nothing. Must remember to keep Trucy away from small, round fish. Well, they're also extremely poisonous, though. This bit seems strange. Apollo, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch. Looks like it was only half completed. Huh, that's funny. Do the rough sketch and the finished painting look totally different to you, too? They do, actually. What's that all about? Take a look around. Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha, so the poison was in here? This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee. I would hope so. Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. So why do you still suspect her of poisoning him? What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side, after all. And what's this? I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Guess? Did the police already analyze this cup, too? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup. So the killer was after Drew Misham alone. Oh, there's another painting behind the dresser. Hey, there's a painting hidden back here. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it? You certainly seem pleased by the possibility. Huh, it's so normal. And it looks very similar to that. It looks a lot like the other painting, too. That's hardly something to get mad about. Yeah, I think Apollo sees it, too. Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. I'd better get a professional opinion on this. That's the mailbox. That letterbox looks funny sitting in a room like this. Let's take a look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Missum would put his letters in there. And the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. Apollo, that's where the body was. That's the spot where Mr. Drew Meeson passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment, there's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist till the end. Or maybe he started a year ago and is procrastinating. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils, you know? They're so thick, is that the word? Oh, you like them thick, huh? These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised how different these all are. Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one? It must have been a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below. That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts. Almost as if the sketch was being painted over, is what I'm thinking. I noticed. That is weird. Not sure there's anything else worth looking at in here. Now, what about here? He's got a little laboratory going on. Look at all those paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got, like, 20 kinds of red. We could repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green? That'll be enough of that, thanks. Let's take a closer look at the desk here. So this is Drew Meeson. And this little girl must be Vera. Yes, they took that some years ago. They look close. A happy little family. Until you arrested his daughter. Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Uh-huh, right. What about the little one? Oh, cute. Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny is right. That thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? None, apparently. It's empty. There's no glass in it, either. What's it doing sitting on the desk? This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Oh, no, I thought I was looking at the lamp switch. Something about the way that figure's posed. I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Please, I'm a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy? Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen. But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific, that's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? Is this a journal? Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new. He didn't write a single line. You had me going for a while there. Like it was gonna be that easy. This envelope has been opened and resealed. Oh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. You're right, looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark in this letter is from 7 years ago. 7 years, you say? Why would someone open a letter, then seal it again? I'd better hang on to this. Well, are we going to be able to read what it says? We need answers, damn it. Apollo, look, it's been opened once here. You're right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside. Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut? Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma, let's ask her. Hey, Apollo, this painting. I know it. Huh? Really? It's that story where the old woman's doing the wash in the river. And this giant peach comes floating down. That might possibly be the strangest thing I've ever heard. You know what I thought that looked like? I thought it looked like some kind of, like, big snail thing. Ooh, what's this? Hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, the stain is probably... better ask Emma. Scroll on the side is Drew Misham's signature. What's all this equipment here for? It doesn't look very artistic, really. He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why would a painter need all this? From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff for years. This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. But those cost like $50 at the magic shop. What are these, x-rays? What's all this equipment? Okay. Same thing. Is it gonna be the same all throughout here? Yeah. Okay, let's show that stuff to Emma, though. Oh, but first, flash the badge. Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Okay. What about the coffee mug? Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the film, on the rim. That? Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Oh, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science. I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? This spray, that's what. It turns blue and it touches poison. So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug. That's right, see? It wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Oh. Interesting. Wow, science is amazing. Certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere. Certainly worth talking to her a bit more. How about the envelope? Oh, that! Yes, that's a bright red envelope. She sure is jumpy. Was she the one who opened it? Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. She did. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean, you know what's inside the envelope? Sure, I read it after all. Thought so. Ah, you mean you're the one who ripped this open. Huh, please, I would have steamed it open. But she did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. Okay, before we do that, let me take a quick break. I'll see you in a few minutes.